Back in 2017, just before entering college, I was a pretty active social media user. Almost always posting daily, making funny stories on Instagram, trying to make people laugh through my dark humor on Facebook, texting for hours with my friends on WhatsApp, and making streaks on Snapchat. That just happened in my first year. And I'm still guilty about that. Just like everyone else, I too was hooked on social media. But deep down inside, I didn't like being on social media. I never gave much attention to that thought till I watched The Social Dilemma back in 2020 after we got locked up in a lockdown. And though it gave me a good perspective on how we were the product we were getting sold to advertisers,
ये बिक गई है गवर्नमेंट
and how all these big companies are fighting for our attention, it mostly gave the advertising and political point of view on social media. But my reasons were different, and hence, I quit social media for 30 days during lockdown.
Social media is making us unsocial. Social media is killing relationships. Social media is replacing experiences.
I tried to quit social media during the first lockdown, but I failed. Now that I've said it, feels like I'm addicted to drugs, and social media is that drug. But anyway, this time I was pretty adamant. My first and foremost reason to quit social media was comparison. Being a creator, looking at other people's fancy lives used to give me a lot of insecurities about my own life, and I would start comparing myself to anyone who has achieved a lot and still younger than me.
This guy is just 1 year old and he's won a Nobel Prize. Damn.
Which led to bitterness in me. Despite knowing that someone's online personality is not their real personality, I would still get jealous and feel envious, and I did not want to feel that way. So today's 1st May 2021, and I finally quit all my social media apps from my phone: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and even YouTube for that matter. I feel good as of now. It's just been few hours, but I can start to feel the urge to constantly check my phone, check all the social media apps, and just scroll side by side to see if there's any app I can open and I can see what's going on in social media, what's going on in other people's lives. So that's the update for now, and the next update I'll give after a week. Also, I'm growing my beard in this lockdown, so don't get intimidated by that. My second reason was mindless scrolling. Heavy use of social media in our daily lives has hardwired us into this unconscious habit of scrolling through our feed mindlessly, without realizing how many seconds, minutes, and hours have been passed. Sometimes days.
Guys, I've watched 1,000 reels today. I've achieved a lot. My family must be proud of me.
And after TikTok getting banned, companies like Instagram bringing out Reels and YouTube Shorts, where you just keep on consuming low-effort content, swiping your finger up and down like a maniac, which has led to a time span to hold attention for a longer period of time very difficult. Which, as a creator of long-form content, scares me.
Why are you shooting in horizontal? Oh, it's for YouTube. Fucking old. Hey, I'm just 21. I'm not old. Or am I?
तो एक हफ्ता हो गया है मुझे बिना सोशल मीडिया यूज किए हुए, एंड आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स टू से. तो सबसे पहले पॉजिटिव से शुरू करते हैं. चाय पी लें थोड़ी. माना कि गर्मी हो रही है काफी, लेकिन चाय इज वेरी नेसेसरी बिकॉज चाय इज लव, एंड सो आर माई सब्सक्राइबर्स. So I would say that in this week my productivity rate has definitely gone higher. काफी मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे मेरे दिन में, नॉर्मल दिन में काफी ज्यादा आवर्स बढ़ गए हैं. जितने भी मैं टास्क अपने लिए प्लान करता हूँ दिन के, वो सारे almost 90% I do it because I'm not using social media and hence I don't have anything else to do. किसी और चीज पे मेरा टाइम वेस्ट नहीं होता है, तो I just think about my work and what I have to do. And then I do that, which is a good thing. And the second thing is my anxiety has definitely reduced a lot because when I'm using social media and I've texted someone and I'm constantly seeing that this person hasn't replied and it's been like hours or maybe sometimes even days, and that makes me so anxious, like why haven't they replied? I feel a lot more free. I feel a lot more at peace. Third thing is that my screen time has reduced drastically. I think about 64%. From the past week, it has been reduced. Majority of my work happens in front of a laptop, so I'm mostly sitting on my desk in front of a laptop doing my work. So because of that, the eye strains is pretty much, as you can see, I have pretty big dark circles. When I wake up in the morning, I feel like there's this another galaxy, black hole in my eyes. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, now let's talk about the negative points. First thing that I felt strongly was the fear of missing out. Not being on social media, I was thinking to myself, oh, what if I miss this person's stories? Or what if I miss my favorite YouTuber stories? In the first few days it was quite prominent, but slowly it started to fade out. And that used to happen especially in nighttime. Like in the day I'm working, so I'm not thinking much about, social media and all these things. Another negative thing which was kind of annoying me a lot was this habitual scrolling. Subconsciously, it used to come to just scroll down and you're just mindlessly scrolling on your phone, looking for content, searching for the things you like. And when I just removed all of the social media, unknowingly we formed it in a habit, and it is still tough to break because I still look that, oh, somebody might have texted me. But then I realized, wait, I'm not using social media. So that can happen. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Although in this week, I did not use any social media app except YouTube. Just because I was not using the other apps to compensate, I somehow started watching a lot of YouTube content, which I was not watching before that. Technically, I am out of social media, but still I'm watching YouTube. So I should, probably go down on that. Even though if we want to go away from social media, we can't technically go away from social media because I'm still using my WhatsApp from a different number because I get office messages and other important messages, so I can't really just completely go away from social media. But now there's this another addition because I'm doing this in lockdown. I would say it's 10 times more difficult doing this when you're in lockdown.
My third reason was eye strain. Being born as kid of Gen Z and millennials, our whole life revolves around technology in front of a screen, and we can't help it. Our jobs demand us to work on a PC or laptop 24/7. If we close our TV, we have a laptop. If we close our laptop, we have our iPad.
I don't have an iPad though.
If we close our phone, we have digital watches. If we close technology, do we even have a life?
I will swallow your soul.
Not getting enough eye rest affects our mood and makes us more naggy and irritated throughout the day.
I need to use eye drops.
And affects our eyes too, obviously, which is why I wear glasses.
तो 2 हफ्ते हो गए हैं और सबसे पहले बात करते हैं पॉजिटिव्स के. तो पॉजिटिव ये रहा है कि आई काइंड ऑफ एडजस्टेड नाउ. आई डोंट हैव टू यूज सोशल मीडिया, सो आई हार्डली पिक अप माय फोन. और जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं स्क्रीन टाइम में भी आपको पता चल रहा होगा कि मेरा ऑलमोस्ट 1 घंटे से भी कम हो गया है मेरा यूसेज फोन का. तो एक चीज जो मैंने और नोटिस करी सकते हैं वाज माय राइज इन हैप्पीनेस. मैं सुबह उठता था, मैं बहुत ज्यादा एनर्जाइज फील करता था, बहुत ज्यादा ऐसा फील करता था कि आई एम मोर क्रिएटिव एंड आई हैव मोर फ्यूल टू डू daily tasks. And I also had the work satisfaction. जो भी मैंने प्लान किया है वो करने के बाद जो satisfaction मुझे मिलती थी, that was way more than I was using social media. I don't know weirdly इसका क्या correlation है, but that is how I felt. So now let's talk about the negative part, क्योंकि ये हफ्ते में बहुत सारी चीजें हुई. सबसे पहले तो I got diagnosed with a viral infection. COVID नहीं, but I was diagnosed with herpes, जो कि चिकन पॉक्स का बड़ा भाई है. हालांकि मैं इतना ज्यादा नहीं हुआ क्योंकि मैंने राइट टाइम पे मेडिकेशन स्टार्ट कर दी थी. थोड़ा उस वजह से थोड़ी दिक्कतें आई थी, मैं काम सही से नहीं कर पा रहा था. आई वॉज स्टिल यूजिंग यूट्यूब बिकॉज यूट्यूब पे आई वॉच ट्यूटोरियल्स. लेकिन जब मैं ट्यूटोरियल्स देख लेता था, आई वुड सी माई फेवरेट यूट्यूबर हैज अपलोडेड अ वीडियो एंड आई जस्ट couldn't resist myself. Then I would watch, and 2 or 3 hours later I realized that I've spent 2-3 hours watching, I would say, not meaningless content, because I was not just watching content mindlessly, because whatever I was watching consciously I knew that it is meaningful content. But still I kind of regretted after that because I kind of wasted my time, and I'm still not using social media, and YouTube is technically social media. So I'm trying really hard to lower my YouTube consumption. उसके लिए I have logged out from YouTube as well for now.
My fourth and last reason was the fakeness and hypocrisy we encounter on social media. Friendship nowadays has just become these mere acts of liking each other's posts, sharing memes online, reposting stories, maintaining Snapchat streaks, even though you just broke the friendship with them.
Even though we are not friends anymore, she still sends me Snapchat streaks. I know it's love.
Talking one-on-one has become a luxury nowadays.
So yeah, man, do you want to catch up next weekend? Yeah, sure, man. I'll video call you. Trust me, we're gonna have so much fun.
We don't want to talk to each other, but we're still friends on social media, right?
Bro, I followed you on Insta. Follow me back. You're not following me.
Left-wing people fighting with right-wing people and vice versa, which breeds negativity and hate.
And send. सारी जिंदगी की फ्रस्ट्रेशन मैंने कमेंट सेक्शन में निकाल दी. मजा आया.
The fake persona we build of ourselves online just to get validation is a very toxic way to live, isn't it?
So this is the 3rd week and I don't really have much to say. I mean, it's kind of a new normal to me, not using social media. I'm quite enjoying this non-social media lifestyle that I'm currently living in. लेकिन एक चीज़ है जो कि मैं share करूँगा कि I didn't get rid of this habit of not using social media. I just replaced it with doing my work, or whenever I felt like I should watch something, so I would just watch any content on Netflix, on TV, or on YouTube. It's difficult because when you're in lockdown, you need something so that you can distract yourself by that.
My goal is not to influence you to quit social media. It is to make you aware how we are losing ourselves in the process of connecting with others digitally, and how deeply we are trapped in the web of technology that even if we want to come out of it, it feels hard and impossible.
तो आज है 31st May 2021 and I've completed my social media challenge, and this was the best week so far because I was very productive. I did all my work and I had no tension, no stress. I was very peaceful. So now that the challenge is over, I did install all my social media apps, and like I was like feeling like more of like there was so much excitement and so much anticipation of installing and then using social media after a month. But as soon as I installed it, I just felt normal. You know, all those things that was bothering me before when I was using social media, they just started to come again. I mean, like I'm better off social media. So now the question comes up: did I miss anything? Because as you guys know, in the first week I said I was having this kind of FOMO. When I started to use again social media, I realized I didn't miss a thing. You know, it just took me about an hour to catch up on all of the things that is happening around me. I don't feel like that I missed any important thing that could have, you know, changed my life or it would transform my life. Now the question comes up, will I do this again? Quitting social media for 30 days, especially during lockdown? And the answer is yes, because I enjoyed it. First 2 weeks were a little tough for me because I was kind of adjusting and the old habits were still there. But then after third week, I just realized, dude, this is not for me. You know, I'm better off this. Like now I won't do this like in that extreme, like for 30 days. I just can't. If I feel like, yeah, I mean, just, you know, after a week or so, if I want to just check what's happening, I'll just take a look and then I'll just close it. So when I was not using social media, my screen time got to like less than an hour for a week. And as soon as I installed, I realized that my screen time has drastically jumped up. So today's 31st May, today I installed it, and at this point of time, I think I use social media for about like 3.5 hours, and it's just half a day. It's afternoon right now, so it's pretty crazy. I mean, like if you compare these things, and so you realize that how addicting social media is and how demanding it is, that it takes so much of your time, so much of your hours, that you won't realize if you wouldn't have done this, if you wouldn't have gone away from it. So that was my experience of not using social media for 30 days during lockdown. But the question comes up, should you do it? And my answer for that is, it depends on you. But I will suggest you to try it at least for a week. If you like it, then extend it for a few more weeks or a few more months. And if you don't like it, then continue using social media. I mean, like social media is not the problem. It's our behavior which is the problem. That was my experience. I hope you guys like it. And if you have any suggestions, you can comment down below. And how's my hairstyle? Also, I should cut my beard. I made another commitment that जब तक lockdown नहीं खुलेगा, तब तक I won't cut my beard. I won't even trim it. And that is the commitment that I'm still keeping. But I just don't like it. I mean, like it's too heavy. I just really want to cut it. So I hope lockdown jaldi khule and I'll be able to cut it, because in my city lockdown has been extended till 7 June, I guess. So I have to wait for a week.
If you think you waste your time on social media, try to limit your time. If social media has benefited you in some way, then it's great. It's an amazing tool to share your art or content, whatever you like to call it. Use it to your advantage. That being said, subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at Anshul Sharma 17. No, I'm just kidding. Go talk to a friend or maybe take a walk with a loved one. Bye. Hi guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I shot this video back in 2021 around May, and it's almost been exactly a year. उसके बाद I'm releasing this video and you might be asking why. वो होता है ना कि एक project आपका पीछे छूट जाता है, फिर आप बाकी project पे काम करने लगते हो, and then slowly आपको करना है वो काम, लेकिन वो पीछे pile up होता जाता है and you just don't get the time to finish it. But finally I thought, like, you know, even 2021 में last year shoot किया था and I have to, like, मेरे को edit करके finally I have to upload it because it's almost been a year. Like, कब तक ऐसे रखा रहूँगा. Now coming to 2022, what's the update? क्या मैं अभी भी सोशल मीडिया यूज़ कर रहा हूँ या नहीं कर रहा हूँ तो कितना कर रहा हूँ. तो अगर मेरे फ़ोन की बात करें तो मेरे फ़ोन में सिर्फ 2 ही ऐप रहती है मेनली, व्हाट्सएप एंड इंस्टाग्राम. एंड समटाइम्स अगर ज़्यादा कभी मुझे लगता है कि मे बी आई एम यूजिंग इंस्टाग्राम दैट मच, तो मैं इंस्टाग्राम भी हटा देता हूँ. आई डोंट कीप एनी अदर सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म ऑन माई फोन. अगर मुझे कुछ भी चेक करना होता है तो मैं लैपटॉप पे ब्राउज करता हूँ साइट पे जाके, इंस्टेड ऑफ इंस्टॉलिंग एन ऐप, बिकॉज व्हेन एवर आई इंस्टॉल एन ऐप आई टेंड टू वेस्ट माई टाइम मोर ऑन these apps. Instead, अगर मैं वेबसाइट के थ्रू करूँ तो रेजिस्टेंस ज़्यादा होती है, तो मैं उतना टाइम नहीं देता हूँ. And considering the kind of content being made on social media, honestly I don't want to be on social media. It's just that whatever I make, I upload it there. That's why I'm there. If I was not making videos, I would have definitely quit it way before. So yeah, that is the 2022 update. Thank you for watching.